Ladies and gentlemen, gals and pals, holes and poles, welcome back. I am your host, the Armchair Grump, and we are going to be playing just a little bit more Selesnya Angels. We are so close to finishing our new deck that we put together, Mono Green Storm the Festival. Actually, we did a little, I'm going to do a little deck tech here before we go ahead and start. Not for Storm the Festival, but for the green, green-white Selesnya Angels. We did do a little changing here. Should be this one right here. So I want to show you what we changed up a bit. So we've been having trouble getting and finishing off the month with getting into Mythic. We can get into Platinum just fine, but getting into those, getting into that final rank has really been hurting us. I noticed we don't have the complete set of lands. We got the Temple Gardens, Sun Petal Groves, since Razorverge Thickets and Overgrown Farmlands have been brought in. They tend to be the things that are being used. Also, what is the other one? I'm trying to, let me see here real quick. I'm looking at a deck list here. Brushlands, which I don't have either. Of course, these all take rare wild cards. So other than just opening the packs and getting them, they take rare wild cards. And of course, we're playing on a free-to-play basis. So rares lands are probably the most of wild card usage overall. I don't know why, they just really are. Rare lands are what drive the wild cards, for me at least, and constantly needing the different lands. I don't mind lands like in Paper Magic. Lands are very useful and interesting how they work in Magic, but unfortunately, you really need to use them. You already use tons of rares in your main deck construction quite often. So like majority of our rares of our cards are rares, and then of course a lot of them are being used in a huge percentage, or well, not a huge, but a lot of them are being used in a land basis, and then that counts for every single deck. So I realized, so I went ahead and I changed out and pulled in what lands we could, like brought in the Razorverge Thicket and the farmland. I probably would prefer to just have two farmlands over the thickets. There's more or less, I'm expecting this to come into play tapped more often, but just having another green-white source, and so I only have one of each. I only have the 2 Sun Petal Groves, otherwise I would just end up going the 4 Sun Petals and 4 Temples right now. I pulled out 1 Castle Ardenvale. They do work for us well, but a lot of times they just don't end up working enough for us. They don't end up finishing off games. So what we pulled out 1 of Johnny. What I did do is, what I saw in some other deck text was somebody was playing some of these Trelasara Moon Dancers. So I left the deck mainly alone for what is the main best of 1 green-white Angels. Speaker of Heavens, some decks run them, some decks don't. I'm gonna go ahead and keep them in, but I pulled out, a lot of decks seem to pull out the Valkyries, so I went ahead and pulled those out. I like the Prosperous Innkeepers. Some people are playing Land and War Elves and Mystic Elves, but I like the Prosperous Innkeeper. That way, if they do remove the Prosperous Innkeeper, we still get at least a turn with the treasure token. So the Trailosaras, there's tons of life gain in the deck, and this will allow us to scry through what we need. If we are screwed on land, hopefully the few life gain triggers we get, we can scry through and put stuff on bottom. You know, if we need a land, we can dig for a land. If we need a creature, if we need an Ajani or whatever, to get rid of their creatures, if it's a stall, we can go ahead and dig for what we need. So I went down a Giada, because we've constantly have been getting, not constantly, but Giada tends to have an extra in our hand. I know it's kind of, but I left the Inspiring Overseers so that we will still have draw. The Righteous Valkyrie, Resplendent Angel, Bishop Wings, Lunarch Veteran is still, like, so turn 1 Lunarch, turn 2 Bishop, turn 3 Resplendent, or turn like a Giada, a Righteous, Resplendent. There's lots of turn 3 into Resplendent, or turn 3, turn 4 Coco. there's like, turn 3, turn 4, like win by turn 4, win by turn 5. There's lots of that still, so we're still pretty good aggro. So the two, other than trying to work with the mana base, including as many of the green-white lands that we had into the mana base, bringing in, going down like a Giada, going down an Ajani, went down one Prosperous Innkeeper. I'm trying to think. Oh, we went down two, not Righteous Valkyries. We went to Youthful Valkyries. We went up 2 of the Trailus Auras. So they will grow similar to how the Youthfuls. So they're a similar replacement, except they don't have flying. They're not angels. I know that's pretty strong in the theme of the deck. But the Scry, I think, is going to be very powerful for us, allowing us to dig for things that we need. If we're stuck and we need a land, it's a turn 2 drop, so we can still get lots of life gain triggers. The other thing, too, is I really am thinking of switching out the Speaker of Heavens for other cheap life gain drops. So I do believe Explorer, in Explorer, we can include the other 1-drop life gainer, which is the one that triggers on on their creatures and our creatures. I'm going to stick with the Speaker of Heaven for the moment and see how it works. If it doesn't seem to be going with us, we might try changing it up and using the other 1-drop. I can't remember what it's called, but there's the other 1-drop that allows us to gain a life when their creature comes in and our creatures come in. So the other one too I saw is the Council's Authority. I believe it's either Council's Authority. It's a 1-drop enchantment that whenever a creature enters the battlefield under their turn, we gain a life and their creatures enter tapped. That's an interesting one. We'll have to see how we might split it, like 2 of those and 2 of the other creature. I'm interested to try some different things. So that's something we might change up in the future. But these will let us dig. They'll let us dig. They count kind of, I won't say they count like 2, but they let us dig for an Ajani. They let us dig for a Resplendent. They let us dig for what we need. They let us dig for a Skyclave. And then Skyclave works. So Ajani, when I dig for it, it's usually I want the 0 cost. So I know I dropped an Ajani, but I also went up 3 Skyclave Apparitions. So an Ajani will let us 0 the board and wipe their board. But a Skyclave will also allow us to get rid of certain things that are extremely annoying on their side of the board. Will also help us with getting rid of, pretty much just annoying things on their side of the board. So a lot of times when I need one, it's things like when I'm the game stalling, when there is a stalemate, when I'm playing against other green-white angel decks, other mono-white. So when I'm playing against humans, a lot of times a Brutal Cathar will come in and take out my Righteous Valkyrie. They'll take out. I'll need to play a Skyclave Apparition to take out to take out Athalia. And then if I take out Athalia, then I can go ahead and Coco the next turn because Thalia's taxing me and I don't have enough mana. So all those things. I want to see and make sure here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. We're on 23 lands. So there is another deck configuration that I want to try out too that plays 3 Elvish Mystics, 3 Llanowar Elves. They play a Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx, which we do have. And then they play is they play 2 copies of Amiria's Call, which also can double as land, and then they play 4 Cocos and 4 Kalia's Reconstruction. So the Kalia's Reconstruction is the new card in the Brothers War that works very similar to Coco, but it has an X in the cost, allowing you to dig down as much as you can pay. It says X triple white sorcery. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. Put up to X artifacts and/or creature cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So I don't have those yet. When I do eventually get some rare wild cards, we're probably going to go ahead and build that version of the deck and try it up. It seems like that's another version of the deck that allows people to dig really deep down, and it also allows for games where you either get board wiped or games that go later allow you to, you basically get more copies of Coco, and you can dig down as deep as you want. So we'll try out that version of the deck. I have the Elvish Mystics, I have the Land War Elves, obviously. They're pretty easy to get with the commons, but I need to get the Kalias. I think I should have at least one copy of Amira's Call. If not, those are just mythic wild cards, and I get them. I usually always have a couple mythic wild cards. But otherwise, the deck list is quite similar. We already have the Skyclave Apparitions, and I'm going to go ahead and look, try and build the sideboard so that we can go ahead and do some best of threes hopefully in the future. It looks like this one's got rest of they use 4 rest in pieces, 2 Archangel Elspeths, a Hallowed Moonlight, 3 Tocasia's Welcome, 1 Deccan Stone, the last Skyclave Apparition, 2 Dampening Spheres, and a Raiding, God of the Worthy. Unfortunately, those are all rares and mythic rares, so that means we're going to have to build up some wild cards or hopefully open them in packs. So we'll work on that in the future. So we'll stick to best of 1 at the moment. It looks like I had Legion Angels here at one point. Why? Weird. I don't know why, but anyways, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play this. So this is what we look at now. So these are the main changes. Brought in the Treeless. I can never say his name. Treelasara. Brought in the Skyclaves. Went down one of Ajani. Even though we do Ajani's, we rely on Ajani more than you would be surprised how many stalemates we get. And unfortunately, last month we ended up on tier 2. I played some games off camera. We got back to tier 2. We were like halfway through tier 2, and the server, not the end of the month came and went, and so that's where we ended it. We got 3 packs and a couple of cosmetics and some coins. So, but that is the deck tech. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. We need to finish up, so we'll get this somehow later. I'll probably do this off camera, but otherwise we need to just kill some creatures and get the rest of the wins of the day. So this should be, yeah, this should be the deck. Let's hop into it. Hip hop, hippity hippity hip hop. I'm interested to see how different it plays, how it feels. I know the cards really aren't that different, but you'd be surprised kind of how things change when you change up just a couple cards. Alrighty. Well, I mean, this is keepable. The one thing is, if we do get the other version of Selesnya Angels, having the 6 mana dorks would be very nice. Oof. That music is loud. The music is always the loudest on this map. I know it's the War of the Spark map, but I just need to draw a land. Uno lando, please-o. It looks like we are playing the mirror. I would assume, since they got a Miria's Call. Bishop. I'm going to go ahead and snag that. Keeping them off the 4 life is pretty good. And even if they get rid of our Skyclave, they just get a 2/2. Oh, hello. So it looks like they are on the alternate version of the deck, so... What do you say? I say we Coco... I say we Coco and then drop Resplendent or Righteous, depending on what's best. Hip hop, hippity hop hop. Well, at least he's not getting tokens this turn. That will work for me. Oh, ouch. It's not as bad, though. He could have... oh, hello. Yeah. Yeah, that's the right choice. There we go. Yeah, it would seem taking the bishop was probably the right choice. It kept him off of tokens. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Apologize. I drink a whole bunch of water. Especially this room that I've moved into. It's not a bad room, but it does not have air. Well, it has air, but it does not have airflow, I should say. Who is that? Is that, what's his name's wife? I can't remember. She has a card. I actually have her card. I can't, what do I play her in? I have a card. I think that's... Oh. I didn't know that she had a avatar, though. This... I don't have the second white source, though. Turn 1... Turn 2, we play on the draw, so... We'll try it. Ooh, I don't know. This might die. It's not a lightning strike or a whatever, but it's pretty much the same. What do you think? Yeah. Got another porthole. I know it's portable hole, but I just think porthole. You got a porthole. Where are we? I like this. This is what's the root? It's the world with all the Aether. Kaladesh. This is the second time I've seen Pia. Interesting. Operator's control of haste. Whenever you play a land from exile or cast a spell from exile, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter, artifact creature token with flying. Go for the Giada. Take out 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 the Giada. Yes. Surprisingly, that actually works for us. Prosperous would have been better for him. Because now we can do this. Okay. Okay. He no likey. It's alright, buddy. You can just stave off your damage all day. We got a rare. Nice. The reality chip. This is played in a couple different things. I like this card too. For 1 and a blue, legendary artifact creature equipment jellyfish. It's very interesting. The reconfigure cards. The legend is in the artifact creatures. Yeah, not the artifact. The artifact creature equipments. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. As long as the reality chip is attached to a creature, you may play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. Reconfigure 2 and a blue. And is a 0/4. So yeah, that's a fun card. Alright. I mean, so far we're doing alright, but we're also in gold still. Once we hit platinum, we tend to get ran over. We also were stuck on 3 lands on that one, which really stunk. The nice thing about the other version of the deck is you don't tend to get stuck on lands. I mean, maybe you flood. But you don't tend to get, you know... Well, you might get stuck on lands, but you got mana dorks. A lot more mana dorks. Yeah, this is playable. 2 or more other lands. Is this tokens? I think I've seen this as the companion for tokens before. No. This deck I don't like. But we have a nice... We can sky... This actually helps us a lot against this deck. The Skyclave on the Illuminator, on the Virtuoso. We can get rid of his double striker. If he just taps out this turn, that way he doesn't have a God's Willing to protect it. If he's smart, he'll hold back a God's Willing, but a lot of times they tend to go all out. It's rare for them to hold back. They are all about the damage. What you doing, buddy? Have a creature connive, draw a card, then discard a card. If you discarded a non-land card, put a 1/1 counter on that creature. Okay. He didn't attack this turn, so I'll go ahead and leave it, because he's got mana up. I don't know if I want to... I don't know. I really don't know. Should I or shouldn't I? I can't tell if they DC'd, if they're not there. Nope. There we go. They're there. Looking at their cards. I thought they were looking at their cards. I think this is a win by forfeit or win by DC, not sure. I would assume if they were there, he would have would have tapped out, would have done a whole bunch of stuff, attacked with it. This is the third time, so they're gonna auto lose. Yeah, I'm assuming they would have tapped out. They would have attacked. It was unlikely they probably would have left it open. Like I said, most games, it's rare for them to leave any mana untapped if they have something to play. They usually use the God's Willing to get through damage rather than to protect it. Unless they know they're playing against, say, like mono black or something with a high removal. But like I said, the spirit is it really helps us with this deck now. This is a deck that I've been struggling with lately. I had good win percentages against it at first, but then lately I've been struggling against it. Like I said, I can just tear through gold usually, and then I get up to platinum level, like rank 2, and I just hit a wall. I cannot get to mythic. Lunark. Yeah, this is definitely doable. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. The question is do we get it? The chances of being left alone. Ooh, the problem is the farmland. We still can work our way around this. Turn 2, turn 3. I have to go to turn 4, but oh, hello. That's not good. Oh, I'm confused. Did they? Yeah, they missed a land drop, didn't they? I'm assuming they're playing control and not blue-white spirits. Dasima. Okay. Alright. Well, now we don't have to worry about a counter spell. This is going to be tapped, so we'll go with this. Wait, no. It's just, yeah. I don't know what they're playing. I don't. They're dead next turn if they don't have a Wrath, which they could have. This spell costs 4 less. So it costs 2 blue. Okay. Alright, I think this might be a card. I still think we're okay. They don't have a Wrath spell. So as long as it's your turn, this spell costs 2 blue only. Yeah, we're good. We got this. In the bag. We should be able to... Ooh. We might still be able to. Oh, yeah. We're still good. Oh, yeah, we're good. We're good. It all worked out. That felt pretty good. I can't tell if they were, like, normal control. They were doing something, like... I know they were trying to stop their sacrifice, having to sacrifice their lands, but... Alright, Rona's Vortex. I've gotten this before, but I think I like this card. 1 blue and a kicker of 2 and a black. Return target creature or planeswalker you don't control to its owner's hand. The spell was kicked. Put that permanent on the bottom of his owner's library. Yeah, so it's just an unsummon with a possibility of putting it on the bottom instead of your hand. I like it. It's a better unsummon. Well, okay, that's not true. It does something different. It does something different. It only can target your opponents. Return target creature or planeswalker. Oh, it also hits planeswalkers. You don't control. So you can't save your own stuff, but you can also put it on the bottom of your opponent's deck. So I think this is pretty decent sideboard tech. Is also, I mean, it's basically decent mainboard tech, to be honest. You can, so if you're not worried about saving your own creatures with an unsummon, which is a very tempo kind of card, either saving your own stuff or setting them back a turn after they cast it, or, you know, bouncing something so you can get damage through, something like that. This, if you're not worried, like I said, not worried too much about your own creatures, or you're not playing a whole bunch of creatures, what you're trying to do is tempo them out. Then being able to tempo out their creatures, planeswalkers, either bouncing it back to their hand or later if you have more mana, being able to put it on the bottom of their deck. Therefore, it's kind of like a condemn with no downs. Well, not a downside, but they don't gain any life off of it. It's just a higher. It gets an additional cost on it. So I like this card. It's kind of like condemn, but I think it's better than condemn in my opinion. Condemns in white, yeah. Alright, so I like that card. I think that's a playable card. Like I said, being able to hit planeswalkers is pretty decent. And if you're able to stick it on the bottom of their library, it's really nice. Even if they, I mean, they're going to get an activation, unfortunately, off of it, but that's better than allowing it to stick around. Especially if you're not playing a creature-heavy deck that can deal with planeswalkers if you need to tempo them. Ooh. Ooh, this is not a hand we can keep. That's keepable. Green Black Elves, maybe? Sack. Okay. One card I definitely want for sideboard tech is that 4-cost creature. There's a 4-cost creature that says you can't sacrifice creatures. I can't remember what it is. Ugh. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think we're going to lose this one. Yep. Yeah, there's another one I can do. They're just going to be able to we're not going to be able to keep anything on board. I could deal with some spot removal, but being able to remove stuff every single turn was not going to be something we could do. Usually I would say if I had been able to play in sequence, if I could turn 1, turn 2. You know what? I should have played the other card first. I should have played the flip lane first and just hope I drew a different card. But it was unfortunate. This is doable. See, if we had this hand, I think we would have been fine. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, this. We would have had tokens for the Resplendent Angel. We would have had tokens from the Resplendent Angel and be able to sacrifice. So they wouldn't be able to stop us. I mean, they wouldn't be able to eat our creatures that we needed. Mono green elves, maybe? I probably should have attacked into that. I don't know. No. I don't want... No. This could be mono... Nope, okay. Yep, Storm of the Festival. So this is something we're going to be playing in the future, hopefully. Ooh, interesting. Put them on the same one. Is that something that they would want to do? Why would you want to do that? And then the Gyara after this will be very nice. Very nice. Ooh, body clocks. I don't know why I did that. That was dumb of me. No, I could still go... Son of a bitch. He's got reach. It's got reach! Everything in that deck has reach. Not everything, but close to everything. Luckily, we're going to be able to out.
Bet you've never been hugged by a crack. Nature flows with vigor.
Did it say, I bet you've never been hugged by a kraken? That's funny. Wait, where'd that Nykthos come from? Revealed cards. Oh, it was hiding in there. Why do they only, in this little picture box, they only show you 3 of them? I'm sorry, what did... Oh my gosh, okay. Stop doing things! God damn it! It just does stuff without even letting... It just does... Look at this, it just keeps doing things without even I'm just gonna put full control on so I can't do jack shit. The problem is not that like I actually need full control. My problem is that it's not even telling me what the game's doing. But whatever. Let's see what happens when I do this.
Back to the depths.
I'm just gonna attack with everything next turn, pretty much. Ugh, card. Great Hinge is like the least worst for us. Well, I guess unless he's got 2 cards. What's he gonna get now? Okay. Put the 2 target creature cards, land cards, planeswalkers from your graveyard to your hand. Each player gains 4 life. Exile it. When you return, okay. What the heck was that sound? I mean, if we can stave off the life totals here. Like I said, this game just tends to end up me... A lot of the times I end up winning because they deck themselves. Because they just cannot get the damage through to me. Oh, okay.
I will not lose another friend.
Wait, he had 2 of those in the grave? I mean, he has 2 of these in the sideboard? Okay. Can you just be done already? You're boring me.
lunch. Let's get moving.
See, he's already down to 18 cards. And he's giving me life.
I am hard. True goodness can never be.
Jeez, what? Okay, apparently he has ridiculous... Apparently he doesn't have any of the good stuff. He doesn't have the city leveler. He doesn't have the portal. The Phyrexian portal. You keep giving me life. Maybe he does have them and he's just waiting to get them, I guess. Doesn't it say exile the card? How is he? Is he... Oh, he's getting the same card back over and over and over again. I didn't even realize that. Karn can get it that one card back from... Oh, I didn't... Okay, my bad. See, I don't even realize that. I don't even realize he's getting the same card back. So normally in paper, you would see them... They would say, I'm going to get this back from exile. I'm going to get this card from my exile pile or whatever. They don't even point out the fact that he's getting the pestilence. Or he's getting the... Yeah, he's getting this card back from his exile. The restorative burst. It's the same restorative burst. He doesn't have 4 copies, or he didn't have 3 copies in his sideboard. So he might have other stuff in his sideboard, I just don't know. So far, the only things that I've seen him get from his sideboard are the Great Hinge and the Pestilence Restorative Burst. I don't know how this is really helping him unless he's got some infinite combo. Are you going to do something with all this? He's not exactly doing anything. He's gained some life, sure. But you're still decking yourself, dude. Ooh, Sky Sovereign. Scary. Let's see if he picks the right target. You got 3 targets. That wasn't the right target. I mean, maybe it was the right target. No. Speaker of Heavens, he's got to get rid of my token producers, otherwise... Look, the timer's just going to keep going down with all the stuff he's been doing. The game eventually is going to say you've spent too much time, dude. It's kind of annoying because he hasn't been doing nothing. He's been doing stuff nonstop. Targets. Let's snag Carney Barney. I don't even think that's probably the right choice. I'll be honest, I don't think it's the right choice, but it's one less you can cycle. Probably the Rib World Tree would have been the best one. I'm just going to let him time himself out. Oh, creatures he control can fight. That might actually be how he wins. All right. That's the first time someone's actually used the Vorniclex. Is he going to remember to do it, is the question. I don't think the Vorniclex... Yeah, I couldn't have gotten the Vorniclex, because it counts the front side of the card. There was a fight. Okay. This is how you win. Well, this is how he wins. This is the first time anyone, out of, I don't know how many times I've faced the deck, someone's actually, well, figured out how to do it. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of our angelic overseers. Whatever, yeah. The ones that give us +2/+0. But yeah, surprisingly, this is the only time someone's actually done the backside of the card. Maybe they're just used to winning from the front side. Dude, I still might win, though. That might not have been the best choice, what he just did. Dude, you're... Got him! Why? Why did you do that, dude? I don't know if they did that on purpose or they just didn't realize what they were doing. That was great. That was great. See, that's what I'm talking about. So many times I've won to just having them deck themselves. That is probably the 4th or 5th time now. Baby, what you doing? Why are you digging in your bed? Is it too hot? Why don't you go lay out there? It's much cooler. Ooh, this is not good. Ugh. We're at the mulligan. This will work. Ooh, playing artifacts. I am interested. Ward 2, whenever you cast an artifact spell, put a 1/1 counter on Patchwork Automaton. I like this card. I do. That Ward 2 is pretty nice. Ooh, yes. I love artifacts. I love them. Ooh, yummy, 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 yummy. Ooh, nasty. That is nasty, sir. Nice job. Ooh, this is an artifact? The Treasure Vault is an artifact land? I didn't know that. Well, we're going to gain 8 back, so that negates the damage you did last turn. It's alright, 10. We gained 10. So we got 2 more. I'm liking this so far. I want to play some sort of artifact. This looks great. All that glitters in the Patchwork Automaton works well together. Ooh, I didn't even know in Soul Art... Dude, in Soul Artifact... Why didn't you in Soul Artifact the Ornithopter? Why wouldn't you in Soul the Ornithopter? Interesting. Dude, I want to play I want to play this deck. I want to play this deck. Dude, it looks like so far it's pretty much uncommons and commons. The lands, though, unfortunately... I think I have Hollow Fountains. I'm not sure. See, look at this. All the lands are rares. 12. That's holy crap. Yeah, he should have. If he had made this a 5/5 and made this whatever, he could have spread the damage out more. Is this Flying Vigilance? Dude, I like this deck. Why? Why do you keep doing that? Why would you not put it on the Ornithopter? Spread out the damage, dude. Ooh, that's gonna suck. Death Touch, Life... Oh, Trample, Lifelink. I thought it was the collar. The Demon Collar or whatever, which gives Death Touch, Lifelink. That's why you should have spread out the damage, buddy. Now, it has Trample Bamples, so I guess we're taking that. It's going to be hard with the trample. It's going to be hard with the trample to stop this patchwork. Legendary artifact. You may choose to tap. Not to untap it. Another target non-token artifact you control becomes a 4/4 artifact creature token as long as Blackstaff of Waterdeep remains tapped. I love how it's Blackstaff, but it's a blue card. Activate only as a sorcery. Why isn't this a black card? Base 4/4. So... We are getting 16 a turn. Ugh! Stop it. This is surprisingly annoying. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're short 1 land. I like that land. It's a good land. Roadside Reliquary. The heck? Enters the battlefield, scry 1. Interesting. That's a artifact? Artifact, creature, bird. There's a battlefield, scry 1. Okay. Finally. I need the life, so once we get it... Once we get the bishop, I mean, I just need I need the 8 life triggers every turn. We can get out of this. I wish it would you could just say I want the card there. Like, stop asking me. Like, I know it. I didn't really... It's at 16-16 now. Well, we can block him now. He doesn't have first strike. Got him! Boom. Hey, the card actually paid off really well. I mean, we didn't even have to dig for a removal. We just... Knowing that guy's on top, we were going to be gaining double the life each turn from... Well, yeah. We were going to... Instead of just gaining 6 life, we were going to be gaining 10 life from every angel, so... We finally pulled ahead. Alright, what we get? This is from Brothers War, Calamity's Wake. 1 and a white, instant, exile all graveyards. Players can't cast non-creature spells this turn. Exile Calamity's Wake. That actually seems like some decent sideboard tech. Exile all graveyards. So graveyard hate, instant speed. Players can't cast non-creature spells this turn. That too seems pretty good as sideboard tech. Being able to stop, like during someone's upkeep, or yeah, during your upkeep, or at the beginning of their turn. I don't know if you can do. You can do it during their upkeep or during their draw step, but you can't. So you could do something like cast this so they can't cast wrath spells or something. Can't cast planeswalkers, wrath spells, all that stuff. So yeah, I think this is actually not bad sideboard tech. I like this card. Unfortunately, it's not a main, like it can't just main board and a lot of stuff, but definitely a sideboard card. Hey, we are doing well. I don't want to jinx ourselves, but so far it's doing all right. I like what I see from the cards that we've added so far. Like I said, just from the one green-white card that we've added, that little effect that we had in this game alone was helpful. Obviously, it becoming a 16-16 was extremely helpful. It grew a lot faster than the Valkyrie. Not having flying though it's a little annoying, but it's not nearly. I don't think the Valkyrie is nearly as pertinent. It gained a lot more 1/1 counters a lot faster than the Valkyrie, and it can smash face. So evasion is nice, but we can keep this. It's gonna be a little bit slower. Question is human cleric first strike ward 1 disturb. Huh. Flying first strike. Each creature you control has ward 1. If it would be put into your graveyard, exile instead. It is a human, though. I'm interested to see if this is a human. It's a good chance this is humans. I like that. That's cool land. I wish it was a full art one. No? Possibly enchantments. We're gonna go Resplendent Angel. Because if we can Coco next turn... Whoops. My earpiece fell out. If we can Coco next turn... As long as you don't exile our shit. Don't exile our stuff. Chain creature you control enters battlefield and chain creature fights up to... fights. Fuck me. God damn it. Got a little too aggressive, huh, buddy? I'm sorry, why... He assigned the damage to the bishop? Whoops. I think someone got a little angry, possibly. Don't worry, I do it. I've done it before. Let's see, this is Ward 1. Let him pile up as much shit as he wants, and then we'll take it out with the Skyclave. You do that. Pile it up, pile it up, pile it up, pile it up. I need some of these, the Audacity. It's kind of like it is kind of like a Rancor, but not. Let's see what we get. I will take those. Do I have lethal? I have lethal. 12 and 5. Hey, we got through 2 tiers? Tier 4 to tier 3, tier 3 to tier 2. Let's go ahead and end it right there. I mean, that's a good one. I'm liking what I see so far. We've had... So even if we didn't win the game right there on the spot, we had a removal with the Spirit. Which I wish I got to do. I wish he didn't quit, because I was gonna get another kill. I guess technically it was exiling. I think it would have counted towards the daily, or the kill thing. So that was unfortunate, but I like what I've seen so far. We've definitely got to use the spirits, and we've gotten to use the new green-white. There's been a little bit of... I mean, what we've had trouble with is things that we've always had trouble with, so there's not much we can do about that. We haven't seen much... Fortunately, we haven't seen much land issues. I don't see any... As long as we hit our land drops, I mean, I think we've been seeing more... We haven't had... Just because we have fewer... We don't have too many of the farmlands and other things. We haven't been seeing, like, getting them and not being able to play them in the right order. So it'll be interesting. I'm going to try and get the brushlands, which enter untapped. They just ping us for 1 life. Those can be annoying, especially when our life total is pertinent. But having the right colors could be... I might only do 2 of them at first, and maybe we'll try something like 2 brushlands and 2 of the farmlands. I don't know if the Razor Verge thickets are better, but I think your odds are that you're more likely, with having 2 of them, you're more likely to play them later in the game than you are to play them early in the game. So if I play 2 Razor Verge thickets, if I play 2 farmlands, you're more likely to play them turn 3 and onwards rather than turn 1, turn 2. I'm more likely to play any of the other 19 land. We play 23 lands, so we're likely to play any of the other 21 lands turn 1, turn 2. The odds are we're going to play one of the other 21 lands turn 1, turn 2. So playing the farmlands, I think, are probably a better choice rather than playing the Razor Verge thickets. If we were going to play all 4 of them, then I'd play the Razor Verge thickets. So, yeah. So far I'm liking what I see. I like the changes. The changes have been good. They've been key. We've been able to take out key creatures in the mirror match. We were able to take out the Bishop of Wings. We were going to be able to take out a couple other key creatures. I can't remember exactly. My brain is not... I'm not super great with remembering things, and that's very bad. But unfortunately, I do remember cards doing work for us that were new. That not Tristania, but that new green-white creature definitely did work for us in that game. We didn't have to dig for a removal. We didn't. I was thinking about digging for a removal, but the life gain seemed more pertinent because he was doing 22, 26 damage. Like, that creature was extremely big, and he was doing a whole bunch of damage to us. So being able to outgain his damage was very important. So that's why I stuck with that Bishop of Wings on top, because we were going to be able to start outgaining him with being able to produce 2 angels a turn, including whatever we drew and whatever other life gains there were. There was a couple other creatures gaining us 1 or 2 life, so we were going to be able to slowly outdo it. Plus, we were increasing the size of that creature so we could block his creature and eventually kill it. So that did a lot of work. So there's at least 3 games where those cards came in pretty value, like they were really high value for us. So I like those changes so far. The lands are the major issue. We need to be able to split those up. I need to be able to have more green-white lands, the brush lands, a couple of the farm lands, and I need to be able to get rid of, I think, the one Razor Verge Thicket, and I need to be able to... I just need to be able to get the ones that come in untapped, guarantee, even if they're going to ping us a little bit. So we'll try and get towards those. The nice thing is, once you have the lands, you have the lands, and whatever color deck you're going to do, you're going to have them. So, yeah, so those were good games. We went up 2 tiers already. Like I said, gold, we tend to, like, I would like to stay in gold. The games in gold are fun. You get to play against a decent variety of decks. We weren't playing against a whole bunch of red sacrifice. I loved playing against that artifact deck. I think I've seen that artifact deck a little bit before. I remember seeing the Patchwork Automaton. I actually want to play that deck. I would like to see that new Thopter in there, the 2-drop Thopter, Dinosaur Thopter that gives like legendaries ward 2. It's got flying vigilance. I would like to see. Yeah, I would like to. You could do. Oh, what could go in there? I know, especially with that the legendary. The Merfolk. There's that Merfolk that allows you to play artifacts from your graveyard once a turn. So, or if you tap her, you can play target artifacts. So you could technically do more than 1 a turn. I would love to build an artifact deck, so I'm going to do some deck tech in the future with that, and we're going to play with some of that for fun. I don't know how well it'll do in the competitive scene, climbing the ladder, but we'll definitely do some of that. I love artifacts, so we're going to check that out and see what I've got. I definitely have quite a few commons and uncommons, and we can definitely build a lot of what he had. The only thing is the mana base is going to be a big problem. So we'll see what I have. I should have some of the blue whites, but not all of them. Definitely not all of them. I don't have the treasure land that he had, the artifact land, but I should be able to get like the other colorless artifact land, the indestructible, the Darksteel Citadel. So we can build a couple of them. We can build something. I'm getting excited just thinking about it. Oh, I love brewing. I love brewing. It's fun. I love artifacts too. So, all right. I will see you guys later. Thanks for checking this out. It's the beginning of a new month, so that means, for me, it means getting back into it fresh. I don't feel, like I said, I get frustrated, but at the same time, I'm still having fun. It's just like I'm banging my head against the wall. It makes, the reason I yell and I get all pissed off and stuff is because if I hold it in, then I start getting like really angry. So if I'm screaming or if I'm yelling or if I'm swearing, it's actually I'm actually still having a good time, surprisingly. I'm just letting out my stress, because I've learned in the past, if I hold in my stress, it actually, it's bad for me. I'll get ulcers, I'll get a hole in my stomach, so I just don't. I try not to do it to actual people. I try to just do it at my TV screen. So it's different when I do it to people. I have, I'll go somewhere and de-stress sometime. I just don't do it to people. So I'm yelling at my screen. So I hope you enjoy the de-stressing. I hope you join me in the de-stressing if anything frustrates you. It's a good thing. Go de-stress sometimes. Go yell into your pillow, find something that exhausts you or something like that. Go for a run, go climb a mountain, something, go to the top of a mountain, scream your lungs out, and, or go punch a punching bag, whatever. It'll make you feel better. Trust me, it's better than letting it eat eat away at the inside of you, literally and metaphorically. So I will see you guys later for another video in a little while. We should be getting close. I'm going to try and, if I don't do these on camera, I'll try and finish these dailies up off camera. The kill 15 opponents, kill 15 of your opponent's creatures and cast 20 black or red spells so that we have enough to open up 10 packs. And hopefully we'll get enough rare wild cards and cards in order to finish up our mono green Stompy. Mono green Storm the Festival. So yeah, I will see you guys later. You guys have a good one. Get on out of here.